Have you ever stared at your bank account balance and, for once, felt something unexpected? Not anxiety or despair, but a calm sense of relief. That feeling, as subtle as it can be, is a game changer. It means money isn't controlling you anymore. You're not quantifying every coffee purchase or debating whether to buy groceries this week. Instead, there's breathing room. It might surprise you that this shift doesn't require millions or a seven-figure salary. Often, the turning point is a much more reachable milestone, $20,000. Think about it. Just 20 grand sitting comfortably in your savings or investment account can fundamentally alter your financial mindset and opportunities. My name is Alex. I'm a financial educator with years of experience helping everyday people transition from living paycheck to building real wealth. I focus on clear, practical advice you can use regardless of your starting point. If this video feels relevant, hit subscribe and like to join a community moving toward financial freedom together. Now, picture your image of financial success. Is it someone effortlessly wealthier than you, free from money worries? Or perhaps a person who steadily built their savings one disciplined step at a time? I want to challenge your view a bit. Wealth isn't about luck or luck alone, and it's not just for the elite. It's about hitting key milestones, thresholds that change your financial rules. Crossing those invisible lines transforms how your money works and how you feel about it. Today, we'll focus on the very first milestone, having $20,000 saved or invested. But why 20,000? And what changes once you get there? Let me explain in depth. It's like pushing a boulder up a steep hill. The first few yards feel nearly impossible. Your effort is immense, but progress slow. You squeeze every last penny, hustle for bonuses, make sacrifices, and yet the financial rock barely moves. It can feel endless, almost hopeless. But once you push that rock over the top, suddenly gravity favors you. The boulder rolls on its own, gathering speed with little effort. That's exactly what $20,000 represents financially. Not just a number, but a shift in momentum. Think of it as a financial turning point that separates survival mode from growth mode. Before reaching it, every expense is a crisis. A broken phone or car repair feels like disaster. After it, you have a buffer. Emergencies don't derail you anymore. They're inconveniences you can manage. Psychologically, this is a massive upgrade. Studies show that having an emergency fund of even a few $1,000s reduces financial stress significantly. The magic number to escape constant worry is usually somewhere around 3 to 6 months of living expenses, which for many falls around $20,000. And it's not just peace of mind, it's freedom. Knowing you can cover a sudden expense or take a risk without falling apart opens doors mentally and financially. You can plan, invest, and dream bigger. This milestone teaches you discipline, patience, and the power of delayed gratification. It proves you can prioritize long-term security over short-term spending. And trust me, once you've built this foundation, the rest of wealth building becomes more natural and achievable. For now, just hold on to this key insight. $20,000 is the gateway to financial freedom, not just a balance. It represents a change in mindset, risk tolerance, and opportunity. Stick with me through this series, and I'll guide you step by step on how to reach and leverage this milestone to powerfully shift your financial future. Crossing the $20,000 threshold isn't just about seeing a nice round number in your bank account. It's about entering a new phase of life where you move from financial survival to a space of strategy, choice, and growth. Most people spend years stuck below this line, worrying about every purchase and every bill. The second you see that $20,000 balance, your mindset changes fundamentally. Why is this psychological shift so powerful? First, consider what it means to operate with constant financial anxiety. Every decision, from what groceries to buy to whether you can change jobs, is influenced by fear. When you don't have enough saved up, there's an underlying feeling that the next emergency could sink everything. This scarcity mindset steals energy and creativity, forcing you to focus on short-term fixes instead of long-term progress. That's why experts put so much emphasis on building an emergency fund. For many Americans, 3 to 6 months of living expenses falls close to the $20,000 mark. This buffer isn't just a safety net, it's psychological armor. Knowing you have a cushion means you can say no to toxic jobs, make decisions based on opportunity, and even negotiate for what you truly deserve instead of settling just to survive. Think about how your life expands with options. If your car breaks down, or you lose your job, or a medical expense pops up, you're frustrated, sure, but you're not destroyed. You can regroup, plan, and take your time. Emergencies no longer feel like catastrophes. Instead, you approach them with calm and realistic choices. The stress lessens, freeing up more mental space to pursue what actually matters to you. But the power of having $20,000 isn't just in avoiding the negatives, the missed rent, skipped meals, closed doors. It's also about capturing the positives. You're able to invest in yourself, whether it's additional education, a side project, or networking with new people. You can upgrade your skills, consider a career shift, or spend more thoughtful time with loved ones. The freedom to choose is real wealth. Studies consistently show that financial stress undermines physical health, relationships, and work performance. Relieving that pressure boosts your confidence, sharpens your planning skills, and lets you set bigger goals. You find you can actually focus, stay disciplined, and stick to ambitious plans without feeling constantly distracted by money worries. It all adds up to a meaningful inflection point. Before you reached $20,000, progress felt slow and uphill. Every win only brought another challenge. After $20,000, you see the boulder pick up momentum. Small investments start to grow. You notice compounding begin to work on your behalf. You stop chasing every dollar and start making your dollars work for you. This is the proof that wealth isn't luck. It's the result of structure, habits, and intentional decisions. Your journey only accelerates from here. In the next part, I'll break down the math behind how growth speeds up, so you'll understand exactly why your $20,000 milestone is the key that unlocks real financial acceleration. Once you've achieved that foundational $20,000, your entire relationship with money transforms, and the mechanics of your financial journeys start to shift. It's not just psychological, there are concrete mathematical reasons why this moment matters. When your account balance reaches $20,000, you finally have something substantial to invest, and compound interest can truly begin working for you. Imagine this. While saving the first $20,000 often feels relentless and slow, the next milestone is typically reached much faster. With disciplined monthly contributions, let's say $800 to $1,000 per month, combined with average market growth of 7 to 8%, your timeline to reach $40,000 shortens. You're no longer climbing uphill, you're moving forward with momentum. Here's what makes compound interest so powerful. As your principal grows, each year ends not just with what you've saved, but also with what those savings earned. And then the next year you earn interest both on your initial deposit and last year's gains. The difference is exponential. At first, you might make just a couple $100s per year from growth. But after a few years, that number rockets up. Soon, your account is growing by thousands per year, even without increasing how much you put in. But it's not just about automated growth. When you have $20,000 as a safety net, you also unlock the ability to take calculated risks. Want to try a side hustle, invest in a new skill, or dip a toe into real estate? You've got the flexibility to experiment without risking your vital stability. People underestimate how much opportunity flows from having a secure base. You start to get offers, better job positions, freelance gigs, even the chance to partner in a friend's startup. If you stumble, your foundation catches you. You operate with confidence instead of desperation. Financially, the $20,000 milestone is where wealth building starts to become a snowball instead of a boulder. Your mindset, habits, and bank balance finally work together, and the path ahead gets smoother. Instead of obsessing over every dollar spent, you focus on bigger levers: housing, transportation, and investments. The numbers really add up over time. As you track your progress, remember that wealth is about more than numbers. It's the power to choose for yourself, to weather any storm, and to say yes when opportunity knocks. In the next section, we'll talk strategies for optimizing that growth so each year feels better than the last. After you cross the $20,000 milestone, it's time to shift your focus from merely saving and surviving to optimizing and investing. Most people waste energy worrying about the price of coffee, small purchases, or the occasional meal out. But true financial progress comes from making smart decisions about the big-ticket expenses and investments that shape your net worth for years ahead. Think about your life. Housing, transportation, health insurance, and career choices all have a far bigger impact on your financial trajectory than cutting random subscriptions or skipping lattes. Now that you have a safety net, it's time to look closely at your true financial levers. Can you lower your rent or mortgage, refinance debt at better rates, or negotiate salary and work benefits? Instead of penny pinching, this is when you master the moves that really matter. With $20,000 backing you up, you gain flexibility to test new waters. You can take classes, invest in certifications, or even try a career pivot that increases your income substantially. These moves might not have felt safe before, but now they're realistic options. You can stand your ground in salary talks. You're not desperate, you're confident. This shift in position is noticed by employers and colleagues, leading to more respect and sometimes unexpected doors opening. It's also the right time to define or redefine your investment strategy. Are you aggressively putting cash into index funds, dividend stocks, or maybe real estate? With your buffer, you can afford a more balanced approach, mixing proven long-term assets with calculated experiments. Diversification isn't just a buzzword, it's how you build real wealth and minimize risk. Don't forget automation. Setting up auto investments and transfers means your money grows quietly in the background even when you're not thinking about it. Successful people automate their wealth building. Less stress, more results. You can review and recalibrate as your goals evolve, but you avoid the trap of emotional investing. As your foundation strengthens, your relationship with money continues to mature. Instead of reacting to every financial surprise, you anticipate, plan, and enjoy more freedom. You're not just building a bank balance, you're constructing financial security, choices, and opportunities for years to come. Next, we'll examine how to guard and grow what you've built, refining your strategy for maximum impact and setting yourself up for even higher-level financial goals. Reaching $20,000 in savings is a remarkable achievement, but it's just the beginning of a new chapter, one where your money needs to work as hard as you have. Many people fall into the trap of viewing this milestone as free money to spend or a reward for their discipline. This mindset can quickly erode what takes so much effort to build. Instead, your first $20,000 should be treated as the foundation, the bedrock of your entire financial future. Think carefully before making major purchases like a new car or expensive vacation. While it's tempting to celebrate, these choices can silently drain thousands from your potential long-term wealth. For example, opting for a $30,000 car when a reliable used car costs half that may not seem like a big difference now, But over decades, that extra money could have compounded into hundreds of thousands of dollars if invested wisely. Every dollar spent on depreciating assets is a dollar not growing for you. Instead, focus on preserving and growing your financial cushion. Now that you have $20,000 saved and invested, it's time to double down on three core principles practiced by the wealthy. Time arbitrage. Start early and consistently contribute to your investments. Compound interest transforms even modest monthly savings into sizable wealth over time. The earlier you start, the less you'll need to save later. Pay yourself first. Treat your savings and investments as non-negotiable bills. Automatically transfer funds to your investment or savings accounts as soon as you get paid, before any discretionary spending. Assets over liabilities. Every expenditure should pass one question: will this purchase build wealth or drain it? Aim to acquire appreciating assets such as stocks, bonds, rental properties, or your own business, while minimizing liabilities like costly loans, depreciating cars, or excessive consumer debt. By relentlessly applying these principles, you create unstoppable momentum, even if your income isn't six figures. Your financial foundation strengthens, compounding your wealth year after year. Remember, $20,000 is not a finish line, it's the launch pad. The smarter and more disciplined you are today, the sooner your money will work for you, generating income, growing your net worth, and giving you true freedom. Once you have reached the $20,000 savings milestone, your financial journey evolves into a more strategic phase. It's no longer simply about setting money aside, it's about how to grow it intelligently and sustainably over time. Diversifying your investments becomes essential to managing risks while maximizing returns. Think beyond just stocks. Include dividend-paying equities, bonds, real estate funds, and other assets that align with your risk profile. This balanced approach helps protect your portfolio from market volatility while providing multiple income streams. Another powerful strategy is dollar-cost averaging, investing a fixed amount regularly regardless of market conditions. This method smooths out the price fluctuations and reduces the risk of investing a large sum at an inopportune time. It builds discipline and consistency, key ingredients to long-term success. Passive income generation is also a valuable focus. Investments that pay dividends, interest, or rental income can provide you with steady cash flow, supplementing your salaries or earnings. This income can be reinvested, creating a compounding effect that accelerates your net worth growth. Meanwhile, keep honing your skills and expanding your earning capacity. Financial freedom is not built on savings alone. It's a combination of saving, investing, and continuously improving your ability to earn. Finally, don't neglect tax planning and protective measures. Efficient tax strategies reduce what you owe legally, increasing your effective returns. Insurance and proper legal planning protect your assets and income from unexpected setbacks. The $20,000 mark is a gateway, but how you manage your money beyond this point determines how far and fast you go. Applying these strategies consistently can blossom your initial cushion into lasting wealth and freedom. As we reach the final part of this series, it's important to reflect on the journey and the transformative power of reaching your $20,000 financial milestone. This amount isn't just a number, it symbolizes a profound change in your financial life and mindset. At this stage, your priorities evolve from mere survival to strategic wealth building. You now possess not only the financial cushion needed to weather emergencies, but also the freedom to make empowered choices that align with your long-term goals and values. You have learned that consistent saving, disciplined investing, and smart decision-making compound into significant growth. You understand the importance of diversification, passive income, and protecting your assets through careful planning. Looking ahead, the key to maintaining momentum is adaptability. Markets will fluctuate, Unforeseen expenses will arise, and life may throw curveballs. But with the foundation you've built, you can recover faster, take calculated risks, and pursue opportunities others might avoid. Remember, wealth is a journey, not a destination. Your $20,000 milestone is the gateway to financial freedom, but it requires ongoing attention, education, and refinement of strategy. Continue to invest in yourself, seek knowledge, and embrace disciplined habits. Surround yourself with positive influences and tools that support your financial growth. Ultimately, the power of $20,000 is not just in what it can buy, but in the confidence, flexibility, and peace of mind it provides. Use this milestone as a launching pad to build the life and legacy you desire. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Here's to your continued success and the bright financial future ahead.